Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Friends, today we will discuss how to configure DHCP server. What is DHCP server? We will discuss in this video in detail. We will also configure DHCP server dynamic host configuration protocol. How to configure in Windows Server 2022. First of all, we click on Server Manager and go to its dashboard. After in Manage, go to Add and Remove Features. After that, we will select Next and then click Role-Based Features. Further, next select a server from the option. Here we will select DHCP server role and click OK. Friends, here are a number of features are available. We will add the feature which we want to install or remove. Here we are installing the feature, so we will click on DHCP server, and after selecting the DHCP server, we will click on Next. DHCP server and all its related features will be installed automatically. Then after that we will click on Install. The feature installation is in progress. It will take some time for installation. Friends, as you know, when we are go in some network and want to try to use internet, then we have assigned a IP address which through which our mobile device or devices communicate with internet device. This is called DHCP, and this gives automatically IP address to our device. Now feature installation is completed. We will click on Close. Click on Flag and click Post Configuration Wizard. Next, use the following user credential or use alternate credential. Here we have these both options. If we want to same user configuration through which we are login, or we can also use some different credential which have admin rights. This is used for Active Directory authentication. Friends, I will tell you, we are installing DHCP server on domain controller, or in other words, I would like to say where Active Directory services are installed. We are trying to install a DHCP server on this server, and we have installed latest Windows Server 2022 Standard Edition. We click on Close, as well as we will click on Close. The changes are commit. Now we go to Windows Server Tools and click on DHCP. Friends, now we want to configure new scope. Click on Server, DHCP server, then IPv4. Right click on IPv4 and click on new scope. First of all, we will give the name of scope, then its description, then next. Friends, here we will write the IP address range which we want to use in our LAN environment, its start IP address and its end IP address. After entering the start and ending IP address, we will give the length of subnet mask and then write subnet mask in last line. As you know, friend, we have to work on our LAN environment, that how many system, how many mobile devices are totally, how many devices will be connected to our LAN environment. After working on this, we will select the sovereign mask according to our requirement. If we have total 200 devices, then we select the class C IP address, and if we have more IP address or more range, then we can also select class B IP address. And if we have a lot of devices, then we will select class A. But this is all about on the subnet mask, subnet bits. If you have a good administrator, then you can calculate itself, or you can use the online subnet calculator to calculate your LAN environment. The online subnet calculator will give you start, ending IP address, length, subnet mask, broadcast IP address, and all about the subnetting. So you can use any one of them. You can use do at your own, or you can use the through online tool. Friends, here we will write add exclusion and delay. We will select the IP address which we want to reserve, or which we do not want to give to our LAN environment automatically. Friends, as you know, here in our LAN environment, we want to give dedicated IP address or manually IP address to server, switches, printers, Wi-Fi devices. So we will reserve a range of IP address for this use, and here are by default 8 days, but I selected 1 days for its exclusion, 1 days, and click on next. Yes, I want to configure the scope now. I click on next. Here we will give the IP address of our internet router, firewall, or any other device which are distributing the internet, which are sharing the internet. We will click add, and we click add IP address, then click on next. Parent domain, we give the parent domain, and server IP address, server name. After giving server name, click on resolve. If it resolves successfully, then it means our DNS server is working perfectly. If it does not resolve, then it means we need to check our DNS server. After giving these options, click on next. Here we will give the name of server for WINS services, WINS server, to convert NetBIOS computer name to IP address. After that, we will activate the scope, and finally click on finish. Friends, our DHCP server is configured. Here you see blue icon on the scope. When we click on refresh, then blue icon will be disappear. It means our DHCP server is working fine, and it's ready to give IP address to clients. These are the different options: reservation, scope option, and here we see DNS server, domain name server, NetBIOS name, and each and everything which we configured in previous steps. Here we can also configure server options. We can select the different services from this, like DNS and DNS server, WINS server, or any other services which we want to add this in DHCP server. Friends, this is all about the DHCP. I hope you will understand all the steps. If you have any issue, you can write me in comments. Thanks. Bye.